Oh my god, I cannot believe I'm still doing this. Uh, oh god, this is part 4 of the Thanksgiving Begathon Punched in the Balls edition. I'm still not drunk enough to deal with this shit. Anyway, I'm sorry for this part being so late. I was really under the weather for about about 5 days. And during those 5 days, my throat was totally blown out. I mean, I couldn't even talk. So let's continue on, shall we? Let's see how much more begging that we can get out of this guy. Come on.
Pay things, and I'm even getting overdrawn. How am I going to afford another loan that's hundreds and hundreds of more dollars a month to pay off? Now, Kat stepped up.
That guy needs to be kicked in the freaking balls.
I normally do not like this woman because of the fact that she cheated on her past boyfriend with Philip. But I think this is the only thing that she said. I know it's not in relation to Phil, but still, it's something that should be done to Phil. He needs to be kicked in the balls. He needs to have his brain set straight. Excuse me.
He's an asshole.
And said, I'm willing to give you even more money out of my paycheck a month. And I'm like, we're already taking so much out. How much can you do? And she...
Why is he taking money from her anyway? I understand that she wants to help him and everything, but he should be a man and say, you know what? I know that you want to help me, but this is my cross to bear. This is my burden I have to deal with. I don't want to put any undue stress upon you. So no, as much as I respect you wanting to give me money, I must decline, and I hope that you understand. That's what Philip should have done. But I'm guessing he must be still having his hand wide open and say, "Bitch, give me that money. I want that money, bitch. Give me more money."
He's like, yeah, but I love our life together. I love this situation we're in. I love this house. I love everything. And to give that up because of more fucking bad luck would be like a defeatist attitude.
Considering that Kat cheated on her previous boyfriend with Philip, and I have a pretty good feeling that Philip was cheating on Pandalee before they broke up. Why would I not be surprised if Kat is actually already seeing someone or is in the process of trying to find someone? Because, to be honest, who wants to stay with a guy who does not want to accept any responsibility for his own fuck-ups? Let's say she comes home from work every day. She's tired. And Philip's not on camera. We don't know what Philip does off camera. We don't know how he acts off camera. For all we know, that when they're having dinner, she's hoping that he asks her how her day was, how she's doing. Common dinner talk. But instead of getting nice questions like that, Philip just constantly just talks about all his problems. The taxes, the bills, the debt, those evil trolls. Who wants to hear that shit all the time? I know I wouldn't. So I would not be shocked if Kat is... what Phil did, he probably sold her a dream. He made it sound like that he has all this money, that he's the most prolific YouTuber. And is that really something you want to be known for having over, 40,000 videos? Anyway, but he sold her a lie. And by the time she got, there, she already used up all her money. So she's basically stuck on West Coast with Philip for the time being. So she's now trying desperately to find the next Mark or sugar daddy that she can. And she's just basically staying with Philip until that honey pot opens back up and she can dip her paw back into it, But I hardly doubt that she's staying there just to hear him bitch and moan. I know I wouldn't, and I'm pretty sure any person in the right mind would only hear this a couple times and be like, dude, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
And I agree with her, but I don't know realistically if I'd be able to even get enough credit to take out loans to pay these taxes, and that's only a 1-year fix. What happens next year? Will my streams increase more in 2019? Will there be more bullshit with YouTube in 2019 to fuck me over? I don't know what's going to happen. Okay.
You know, it's kind of funny that Philip constantly says that he no longer needs YouTube, that he's not editing videos for YouTube. Basically, fuck YouTube. But then a couple minutes later, he mentions how he's going to get screwed over by YouTube, how he's not going to get his money from YouTube. I said this before. He acts like a dumped boyfriend, or a dumped. Oh God, a person who was in a relationship who's been dumped. Oh, YouTube dumped me. YouTube is making fun of me. YouTube found somebody else better than me. I can't believe it. Oh my God. Like, oh my God. That's how Philip acts.
Okay, that's number one. My second option would be a refinance of this house.
By the way, hint, hint, sell the house.
Now, I've been trying to refinance this house for 3 years. And every year when I go to do it, I'm told you have too much debt, not enough equity, not enough income. This year, I went to a different place.
Okay, wait. No, I'm not able. I don't know how to find out how much how much they make. But according to Golden Triangle Gaming, I think he mentioned that Phil makes somewhere in the 6 digits. How the fuck is it that somebody makes 6 digits, presumably, and he can't get a fucking refinance loan for his house? And then he says he doesn't have the money. Hey, you're 6 digits rich, man. Hell, at times I'm lucky to have 4 digits. And Philip acts like he has to live day to day. This motherfucker doesn't know what day to day means. He doesn't know what it means to have to go and worry about how you're going to get your next meal. He doesn't worry about if your power is going to stay on the next day. Granted, I'm not at that spot either right now, but still, that's something that people who are really hard off have to worry about. Does Philip look like he's really hard off? No, he doesn't. He doesn't. When he can buy himself fucking PS4s and 4K TVs and go to Burger King and get fucking Whoppers and all that shit, he's not hard off. He's not. Stop falling for that shit. Stop it!
Then the place who I'd been talking to previously, they were a little bit more serious about it and said, okay, let's really look at your numbers and everything. And I actually went and did that over the last couple of weeks, and I'm still not done crunching the numbers, but basically there's really bad news. Here's the bad news, everyone. When they're judging how to do a refinance, because I have a lot of equity in my house, if I could take a lot of my debt, like my credit cards or loans, and put it into the mortgage, it would dramatically reduce my monthly payments. I'm not even kidding, I looked it up. It would reduce my monthly payments by like over $2,000 a month, it looks like. Holy shit, that's enough for taxes and everything, right? But here's the problem. In order to qualify for a refinance, I need to have 2 years showing consistent income on my tax returns. I don't have that. I made way less money in 2016. Remember, 2016, I wasn't a full-time streamer. I was just reliant on YouTube, and that was a year when YouTube, that was the adpocalypse, right? It was like the end of 2016 was terrible for ad.
Goes back to blaming YouTube. Oh my fucking God. You can't. For once, I wish he would just take, responsibility and say that he fucked up. But he doesn't. He doesn't. He just constantly finds, a person or thing to blame this all on. It's either the tax accountant, it's either YouTube, or it's a troll. He never blames himself.
On YouTube and everything. And I made way less money in 2016. I actually had a big increase in my income last year because I started doing full-time live streaming, but it was the state taxes that fucked me over last year why I had no money. So
I gotta admit, that just kind of made me smile right there. There's something I really noticed about Philip. Have you noticed that he talks a lot but doesn't really give the meat of what he's talking about. Hey, Philip, what's wrong? Oh, I'm in debt. How much debt are you in? I'm in a lot of debt. Okay. Do you have bills? Yeah, I got bills. Do you have any disposable bills that you can get rid of, like Netflix, WWE, Hulu? No. Well, why not? I can't. Hey, Philip. See, what's another thing that he likes? How much do you owe in debt? I think I mentioned 16,000. Really? 16,000? Just 16,000 even? It's 16,000. He just talks without giving the meat. It's like he doesn't convince me enough. If I was a banker and he goes, I need a loan, I look up that shit and then I ask him questions, and I can honestly not feel justified to give him a loan because he seems slimy. He says exactly and as much as he needs to without giving the proper amount of information. It's like a used car salesman. He'll tell you the car works. He'll tell you the car has some miles on it, but he won't tell you exactly if there's anything wrong with it. He'll say, "Oh, it has some wear and tear," but he won't say that the engine's shot, that the brakes are depleted, power steering's leaking like a sieve. That's what Phil reminds me of. He's like a used car salesman.
I actually have showed I'm making more money now that I'm focused on live streaming. This year, it looks like I'm going to make just as much, if not slightly more than last year. So, as of this year, I have 2 years of consistently higher income where I might qualify for a refinance, but they need 2 previous years of tax returns.
Okay. If he's doing better this year, why is he still begging for money? If he's still doing better this year, he's still begging for money. He literally just said right there, this year I may actually do better. If you're doing better, why do you need more money? My God, man, are you not able to fucking save? Are you that fucking juvenile that you have all this money and you just blow it? It's like a kid when he's like 10 years old. I'll use myself as an example. I will admit, when I was 10, I didn't hold on to any money. I was 10 again, then who would? My grandmother would send me $10 for my birthday. And what did I do? Now, keep in mind, this is 1991. So, what I would do is, I would literally take that $10, have my mom take me to the bank, we'd cash it and get 50 or 40 quarters for it, and then I'd go to the arcade and just hit it up. I went to the arcade with that money, and I acted like I was the top man. I act like I was Bill Gates, I was just money. I would go to the games that require like 75 cents to play. But I didn't realize it at that time. But now that I look back, I actually have that ability now to say, okay, if I have money, I'm going to save as much as I can. Philip still acts like he's at that 10-year-old phase where he gets some money for his birthday and he just goes and blows it. I mean, he blows it badly. That's what this is sounding a lot like.
Looking at 2016 and 2017, it's not enough. They're going to tell me we need 2017 and 2018 tax returns. Well, my tax returns won't be done for 2018 until April. So now that doesn't work. Guess when the federal taxes are due for me? April.
He wants you to believe that it's due in April, but it's not always due in April. Jesus fucking Christ. You can actually get a delay on paying your taxes to a later date. I know that when it comes to student loans, it's called like a deferment or forbearance. But it's probably a deferment. Philip can do something similar to that. He could talk to the IRS and ask to postpone the payments until a later date, say the summer or even the fall. Or he could actually pay off a little bit of his taxes at one time and then set up payments for another at a later date. Him constantly saying that he has to pay all that money all at once, that's a fucking lie. This is just a way to get people to believe that he needs more money. That's all it is. That's all it fucking is. And the sad thing is the people that Philip targets his target audience are not old enough to realize this. They're not smart enough to realize, hey, this guy can pay it later. Why is he needing more money right now? I can guarantee you, if he is able to get that loan, he could get a deferment on his loan, on his tax payment. Pay a little bit if need be. Get it stretched out until the summer or fall, and during that time, get the home loan. So basically, he would have 2017 and 2018, but he doesn't because he's trying to sow a lie, and that's that he needs all the money all at once. It's like when he got the money from his begathon around Christmas last year, and it was found out that he used that money to bring his girlfriend over. The question is, what's he wanting with all that extra money for? Now, I can't recall if I heard it in the video, but I thought I saw in the video that Phil said that he would love to take Kat to Disney World. I would not be shocked if Phil wants to use the money that he's trying to get right now in this from this video. I would not be shocked if he wants to go on a vacation. If there was a way to track where that money went that he got from all his little pay pigs, I would make you a bet that none of that money would actually show that it went to the places that it needs to go. That it would go to Disneyland or Disney World. It would go to car rental locations. It would go to airports. Go to hotels. But it would not go to the IRS. I'd make you a bet.
So I can't start a refinance process in April to make money to pay taxes that are due in April. You see what I mean?
And sadly enough, when it comes April, I may need to do another fundraiser to pay my taxes. And this is not an April Fool's joke or anything like that.
Plus, there's still no guarantee. I've got a ton of debt. We don't know, for example, if I did an appraisal on my house here, we don't know what the value would come in at. It's kind of ambiguous. They did a little bit of preliminary research, and we're like, it could come in this, it could come in this. If it came in high, you could be good to go. You could pay off all your debt. If it came in low, it's not even worth it to do the refinance. So, I'm basically in a situation where I can't even do it. Like, this was one of the things I was banking on. Hopefully I could do a refinance start in the fall, get it done by the spring. I'll have funds now that I can pay taxes, and then I'll be much better off not having all this credit card debt. I still can't do it at least until probably next year when I have 2 years of consistent tax returns showing more income. So I can't even do that yet. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, I don't even know what else to do. I talk to my parents, and they sometimes, every once in a while, something goes horribly wrong, are able to help a little bit, but they're elderly now. They're at a point where my dad still works full time. He does. That being said, they do as much. They emotionally support me, and every once in a while, if I need such a little bit of a boost or whatever, they've helped me over the years. Not just this year, but over the years.
Oh my God. It's terrible. It's disgusting in my opinion. Like, I'm actually disgusted.
A little bit financially. I can't rely on them anymore. They don't have it. They don't have money to keep giving me for this kind of stuff. So I'm now finding myself in a situation where basically I have between now and April, like say middle to late April, to raise a...
Okay, I'm sorry. I gotta mention this. I took a couple of classes in psychology when I was going to college before I got my associates. And one of the things that they taught us is a way that you can tell if a person is lying. One of the ways you can tell a person is lying is if they refuse to make eye contact. I've been watching this video, and Philip constantly does not look at the camera. He looks at it for like a minuscule second, and then he looks elsewhere. It's as if he can't look at us directly in the eye and tell us the truth. He has to look over to the right. He has to look over to the left. He looks around the camera to the left. He looks around the camera to the right, to the top, to the bottom. He'll then quickly glance at the center, and then it's the same. He cannot maintain eye contact. I would love to be that banker if he actually went to the bank and asked, for a loan. I would love to see him dodge all the eye contact, because that's what he's doing now. If he can't even look at a camera, do you think he can look at a person? No, you can't.
Exorbitant amount of money. You may say, how much? I can just tell you this. This is an estimate of the amount of money I would need to raise between now and April. And by the way, this is the amount of money in addition to me making my normal money.
Looking around camera, right, left.
On YouTube.
In addition to my normal income, I need to raise about another roughly $16,000 between now and April. Roughly $16,000 between now and April.
What? Wait, what?
What? What? Oh my God!
What the fuck? Whoa! Whoa!
What? 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 Oh my God! Oh my God! What was that? What was that? That was the messiest fucking thing I've ever seen in my entire life. What the fuck? What? What the fuck? What the fuck?
And the rest of the board goes unselected.
What the fuck? Are you fucking serious?
That really hurts to say that, because I don't know how I'm gonna get it. Like I said, even if I could get...
Okay, the real title of this video, instead of it saying that he needs $16,000 help, or whatever the original videos was titled before, Storm Brunel downloaded it and relabeled it to this. The official video title should read, "Need $16,000 for vacation." That's what it should logically be titled, or truthfully be titled, because that's what he wants. He wants money to go on a vacation.
Loans, even if I get whatever, it's probably not going to be enough to cover that much, okay? The only option, that's like ultimate worst option, okay, would be sell the house. If I sold this house, I'd probably have enough in equity to pay off a lot of stuff. Obviously, I'd be able to pay the taxes immediately, and I'd have enough equity to probably pay off a bunch of my debt, but there's major problems with that, okay? Number one, my whole business is based off of this office. The reason that I put out the high-quality streams that I do, and...
High quality. Well, where's the quality at? It's like when Angry Joe said, "Where's it at? I'm trying to find it, but I can't find it." That was during his Battlefield 1, or Star Wars Battlefield, review. Where's it at? I can't find the fucking shit. Where's it at? Where's the quality at? I can't find it. I'm trying to look all over this video for quality. I'm not finding any quality here, dude. Where is the quality at, Philip? Where is the quality?
The reason that I'm able to do all this is because I have this dedicated room where I'm not interrupted by neighbors yelling at me. I'm able to have a soundproofed area. You know what?
Dude, let's assume that each of those tiles is a foot. And let's say at the most is 5 feet, because I can't tell for sure. That's a 5x5 square. That's that soundproof, dude. You got a door next to you. It says soundproof. Fucking Christ. Does he even know what soundproof is?
I mean, like, my quality of content has dramatically increased since I had my own dedicated office. That's number one. Number two, to sell this house is an incredibly painstaking thing. Not only would I have to renovate it, because no one's going to buy a house with fucking soundproofing foam on the walls, and, some leak damage that I had when I first moved here to the ceilings, and, basically I would have to have money to...
Exactly, that's what Storm Brunel just nailed it right there. On the walls, it's just a piece that in that minuscule office. And if I remember correctly, from what I heard a long time ago, that house already had problems with it, and Phil bought it. There's one thing I know about the housing market here in Washington, because where I live, the houses are, it's like a feeding frenzy down here for houses. A house goes on the market one day and it's gobbled up the next. People will literally there is a company, I shit you not, that doesn't live, but it's based here in Kelso, that a person will buy any house, any condition, he will renovate it, fix it up, and then sell it for a profit. I'm pretty sure there's a business like that where Philip lives. It's just an excuse. He does not want to sell the house because it means that he's going to have to admit that he failed. And he doesn't want to admit that he failed.
Touch up the house and prepare it for sale. I don't have said money, as I told you guys. I don't have it. In addition to that, I would need to sell a lot of the shit in this house, because more than likely what I would have to do is get a smaller apartment out here in Washington. And I know I can't fit all the stuff that's in this house in the new apartment. You can't leave it all behind. I would have to find someone who could come in and try to sell a lot of the shit.
Okay, let's just be honest. 99% of all that shit that he has was from when he gluttonied himself on buying every fucking game underneath the sun. Those are special edition, like statues and shit. They probably don't have any value anymore. Because there was a time that I bought... No, I shit you not. I bought Crackdown basically for the beta for Halo 3. The weekend that the weekend before the beta ended, I went to get my local GameStop. I asked how much I could get back in credit for this game, and they basically said I could get like $25 credit. So I'm thinking, hey, that's not bad. So I waited, and then the beta ended, and I brought the game back. I asked, I said I'd like to trade it in. And they basically said, yeah, we're only going to give you $1 or $2 credit, something like that. I asked why so much when on Saturday when he came here, and the manager said $25. And they basically said it's because the game is pretty much worthless now. That they were really wanting they wanted the game because it had the beta attached to it. Well, the beta is gone now, so the game's worthless. I'm pretty sure that's the same issue with the statues. The statues had so much value when they were being sold because people were going to want them. But those statues are not Rembrandts. They're not Michelangelo's works of art. These are shitty 3D sculptured, printed out statues that are painted in some third world country by child labor. These are not professionally handcrafted. So he could probably get rid of all those statues, and that would lessen his load tremendously.
From this house? Move again? Oh my god, don't get me started on how much the move cost when I moved last. Moving is a cost. Again, I don't have any of the money.
Okay, there is one thing I do want to kind of bring up. Not that it costs so much to move. You can buy rent a U-Haul. They require $100 down payment, and then so much for mileage. I went a few years ago, did my $100 deposit. I had to go and buy a couple beds and move and take them across town. Actually, 2 towns, from Longview into Kelso, and then to Kelso. And then I had to bring the U-Haul back to the location I needed to go to. So I think it was in total was like a grand total of like 25 miles altogether. After all that, I still got back like $71. So it only really took... God, I'm not good with math. I think it took like $29. I'm not good with math, so don't quote me on that part. But it doesn't cost much to rent a U-Haul and move your stuff across town. The one thing that I will say that Philip will have major trouble with is renting an apartment. Where I live in Kelso, a 1-bedroom right now is going for over $1,000. That's for a 1-bedroom. They don't really sell studios here. If you're trying to get a studio apartment, God, you're looking in the high 900s. The prices jump up every fucking day because the housing market here is so hot right I'm lucky to live where I live and pay what I'm paying for, or what I'm paying, because I've lived here for so long, and that the manager honestly feels kind of sorry for me and my family. She did raise our rent a little bit, but still it isn't that high. But yeah, Philip is not gonna. If he's having problems now, can you imagine him trying to afford a 1 or 2 bedroom apartment? It's going to be impossible. He will have no choice but to move back to Connecticut and live in that shitty rundown condominium that he was so proud to tout at one time.
For any of this, okay, I don't.
That's your fault. You created that business model. You created a flawed business model, and now you're saying there's nothing you can do about it? No, it's your business. You created the monster, you unleashed the monster, and now your complaint is, well, the monster's too powerful to control. Well, fuck you. That's your fault.
And, and the other thing is, some people have said ridiculous things. Get another job.
Doing a 9 to 5 would be easy.
DSP, get a job.
Yeah, there you go.
Buddy.
Do you not see that my whole day is here on stream? Like,
he acts like that this is literally the only thing he can do. He has a degree, I think it was in accounting. There are major fucking businesses in the Seattle metropolitan area that would be glad to hire his ass. Hell, Boeing is always in need of accountants. The only thing I can figure is he's lying about that degree and he actually doesn't have one. I personally told my friends I would not mind Philip if he streamed if he had a job. Have an 8-hour job, come home and stream for 4 hours. Or even 5 hours, depending on when he wants to go to bed. Hell, I have family who goes to work from 5, gets home at 2, will stay up until 6. That's 12 hours. You're telling me that Philip cannot get an 8-hour job, come home, stream for 4 hours, and make money? He's literally saying that he can't do that, and that's bullshit. In fact, I have a theory that if Philip actually did that course of action where he got an 8-hour job or 9-hour job or whatever, and then came home and streamed, I would make you a bet that his viewership would jump up dramatically. Here's my reason. Because, number one, people want him to get a job. If he gets a job, then he's actually trying to be successful instead of just begging for money every day like he does. And, people get too saturated with seeing the same person every day for 8+ hours. That's why his viewership is low. People don't want to spend 8 hours out of their day to watch somebody play video games. I like watching certain people play video games on Twitch, but it's only for like an hour, maybe 2 at the most. And then I'm out of there. But if Philip did that and he only streamed for 3 or 4 hours a day, I figure that more people, he'd get more people to come and watch it because it'd be more of a rarity. It's like, holy shit, he's not here all the time anymore. It'll make it more special when he does come on. And whereas he would lose, granted, he wouldn't have all that money from doing 8 hours a day streaming, but he may actually get more in the way of tips if he worked 8 hours and came and streamed for 2, 3, or 4 hours. That's what I'm trying to say, yeah.
I'm here around 9 in the morning. I start work. I get my stream up by 10. I'm here till 4. I have like an hour and a half, 2 hours tops away. I'm back until like 9, 10 at night in here. I have like no extra time to do anything. I can't work another job. No one's gonna have me working night hours, and I couldn't do it anyway. At my age and everything, I couldn't do it. That's number one. So that's not gonna happen. Move back to the condo in Connecticut. I can't. Again, I would need to sell this house, which I can't afford to do. I would have to move all my shit, which I can't afford to do. So literally, like, everything is not feasible. There's like nothing feasible here. Really, the only things that I can do, really hope that our refinance goes through, which it looks like it's not going to. I'm still working on it. It looks like it's not gonna happen. Hope that I can get loans that I don't know how I'm gonna afford paying, but at least get the loans to pay the taxes.
Or you can get a fucking job. Jesus Christ! It's like getting the phrase "getting a job." It's like a cross to a vampire. He refuses to even go near that, because if he actually touched the building where he'd have to work, he'd incinerate.
Or a miracle happens, you know? Some kind of someone, you know, people who love my content come in and say, we want to at least help fill out in the short term. Now,
You had somebody like that. You had Tut. You had Tut there to help you, and you let your two biggest kiss ups, Sedella and Swaggins, shit all over the guy to the point that he's like, fuck this, I don't need this shit. And then he left. Granted, he came back and then he left again. But you had somebody there that was willing to throw out money to you like you were the common hooker. He was making it rain for you, and you let it go because you could not moderate your own fucking moderators. So don't come crying to us saying that I wish somebody there was there to throw me a lot of money. When you had somebody and you let your own personal glory-grabbing yes men chase him away. Now notice I say him because I refuse to believe that there is any self-respecting woman that finds a man who's begging for money to be attractive. What self-respecting woman would want to be with a guy like that?
just to be clear here, and this is me being incredibly transparent with all of you, this is for the next year. You know what I mean? What I'm hoping, which again, who knows, because every year I hope and then something goes wrong. The trolls find another way to fuck me, right? If everything stays the way it is on YouTube and stays
Fucking
the way it is
trolls,
on Twitch,
yeah, it's
and
always a
stays the
troll,
way it is,
whatever.
I will actually start to make enough money next year to pay down my credit cards and have money for taxes and all of that. But the thing is, really ideally what I need to do is get a refinance on this house, and I need to tough it out until I can. The problem being, I have no more time, because I have to pay these taxes by April of next year. So, you know, it's a really shitty situation where I have no way out. There's like no actual way to go. I can't sell the house because I can't afford it. I can't move because I can't afford it. I can't refinance because it looks like they won't let me without 2 years of tax return history. I don't know if I can get loans enough to pay the taxes.
Okay, that is it for this session. I cannot take any more. My head is about to explode. I hope that what I said, opened up some eyes for you today or tonight or whenever it is you're watching this video. I can't believe that he is actually this blind and thinks that people are this stupid. But stay tuned for the next riveting chapter of the the 2018 Thanksgiving Begathon Punched in the Balls edition. And I'll see you all later. Peace out, everyone.